Glenn's Keychain is back with another port of an arcade classic, and that classic is Moon Patrol for your Atari 2600. And apparently your DirecTV satellite also doubles as a weapon, shooting laser bolts at the enemy. Awesome! Let's go ahead and take Moon Patrol. Let's pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Moon Patrol was published by Atari and carries a copyright year of 1983. It is based on the popular 1982 arcade game by Irem. It was programmed in part by Mark Eckerman, who also worked on the 2600 port of Galaxian, which I reviewed in episode 273. The manual opens with the following. As a moon buggy driver, your objective is to travel across the surface of the moon as quickly as you can. While you progress on your journey, you'll encounter huge craters, exploding landmines, and moon rocks on the lunar surface. To make your journey even more challenging, your moon buggy comes under missile fire from alien UFOs, some of which can create even more craters. Moon Patrol is a horizontally scrolling action game for 1 or 2 players alternating, and it has 3 modes of difficulty: easy, medium, and hard. The left difficulty switch turns on and off the music, and the right difficulty switch lets you change between a 2-speed and 3-speed moon buggy, although it didn't feel like a big difference for me. For the controls, you press the button to fire, right to accelerate, left to decelerate, and up to jump. You start the game with 4 lives, and you lose a life if you are shot or run into something, including craters. Your game is made up of courses divided into 26 segments. A gauge at the bottom of the screen shows your progression in 5-section chunks. Once you complete a section, you won't have to repeat it if you lose a life. On easy and medium, you start on course 1, and hard starts on course 2. You get 1,000 points for completing 5 sections in course 1 and 2,000 points for completing 5 sections in course 2. You also get 5,000 points for completing all of course 1 and 10,000 points for completing course 2, and 100 bonus points anytime you complete a section fast enough. You also get 50 to 200 points for jumping over craters, objects, and enemies, and 100 to 1,000 points for blasting rocks and enemies. You earn an extra life at 10,000, 30,000, and 50,000 points. Graphically speaking, Moon Patrol looks really solid for a 2600 game with a nice array of enemies. I also really like the music, although some might find it too repetitive, but at least you could turn it off if you want to. Family friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if it was released today. At the time of my research on eBay, including shipping, loose copies were going for $5 to $8, complete copies were going for $10 to $20, and new copies sold for $15 to $17. So what do I think of Moon Patrol on the 2600? Well, let me start by saying I'm not a big Moon Patrol fan in general. I just don't care much for the gameplay style, and I find it pretty difficult. I also hit my ceiling pretty quick on the 2600 version, as once the car shows up from behind you, my game is pretty much over. But I will say the 2600 port is very well made. It has nice graphics, good controls, and some solid music. And actually, I had more fun than I thought I would. It's still not my cup of tea, but I could see myself playing it again in the future. So where am I going to rank Moon Patrol? This one is going to go into the 80s, around some other solid titles I enjoy. I do like Home Run more at 80, and I will admit I enjoy Home Run a lot more than most gamers, but I will put this over Submarine Commander at 81. So out of the 174 Atari 2600 games I've now ranked, Moon Patrol is hopping over a crater and landing in the 81 position. Moon Patrol is a solid port on the Atari 2600, and fans of the arcade game should give this one a spin. But that's only my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please click like and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. And check out some of my many other videos covering retro video games, toys, mini arcades, plug and plays, and more. At this time, I'd like to thank Rick R for supporting the show on Patreon. Thank you, Rick. You too can help support the show, gain access to exclusive content, and be able to vote on future games I review by signing up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and watch out for moon potholes. They'll play havoc on your suspension.